in just a second where we're going to break down some fun things. But today I have Justin Silverio with Open Letter Marketing. Did I say that last name right? Please tell me
You
I did.
did. Perfect.
Okay.
Man.
And so while we're waiting here to get some people on, something that I really would love for you guys to do is throughout this, feel free to ask questions. I want you to feel like this is not just a one-sided conversation with me and Justin, but if you have questions, we're going to be talking about just marketing management in general. That's one of the biggest headaches. In fact, if I had to think of one of the most frequently asked questions that I always get, it's like, is there a better way to manage marketing? Like, this is the stupidest waste of my time. It has to be done. It's necessary, but it's like a brain suck. And so we have Justin here that's going to help us unfold a little bit about managing your marketing and how to do it effectively so that it doesn't have your time suck and your brain suck. Like, it's going to be something that's going to help you just get out there and do deals and let some software take over some of this so that you can just, like I say, get out there and start doing deals. So Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself. And by the way, what I love about Justin is he's not just a guy that understands marketing management. He also is an investor. So this is something that I love. It's not just a software out there, but it's a software designed to make his own personal wholesaling business better. So that's one quality I love. But tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're located, and what got you into real estate, and what got you into thinking about how to make your life easier with this software.
Sure. So thanks. First off, thanks for having me on, Cody. Appreciate it.
Dude, it's an honor. It's always a way. If there's always a way where we can help people, that's what we're here for. So I feel like that's something you can definitely do.
So first and foremost, like you said, I started as an investor, and I still am an investor. And Open Letter Marketing was born just because I wanted to fill my own need and a solution for the issues that I was having. And when I started off, and I still do a lot of renovations, and what I found is that I always did direct-to-seller marketing, direct mail. I love direct mail because I was always the one that was in charge of my lead flow.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not relying on anybody else. It's all up to me. If I want to get more lead flow, send out more mail. If I want to shorten it up, send less. But it was always a struggle of just managing my leads, right? When you get undeliverables or people say, take me off your list. Now you have different lists and trying to make sure that they don't get back on your list when you send out additional marketing. Like, it was a nightmare. Right. So
I laugh because you're just like, you're explaining my whole story.
Everybody's like this. Everyone's like this. So, naturally, as I've been an investor since 2010.
Okay.
So I've, had a long time to figure things out, and I love efficiency. Like, that's, if there's efficiency to be had, I will find it because I just like leveraging off that stuff.
Sure.
So I can really focus on what's important, making money. So as I go through these different steps, I found that there are different ways, tactical ways to, get yourself more known than your competition, different direct mail strategies. And I was doing things that nobody else was doing. And I was using products and creating products that nobody else offered. So there was a huge void in the market. So once I saw that, I was like, well, I know this stuff is working well for me. Let me start offering other people around the country, real estate investors specific, because I know the what, the where, the how, the why, everything works.
Yeah.
I'm testing in my own business before I can recommend anything.
Yeah.
And just similar to like the direct mail and everything that we provide, the software came into play about a year and a half ago. Like, I had like a crazy ninja Excel sheet that I created because my background's in accounting. So I knew Excel really well, but then I found a lot of my customers had the same issues that I was having.
Yeah.
And I wanted to provide the same valuable stuff that I was doing to them and get them up to speed really quickly. But Excel really isn't that smart, right? There's limitations to that.
Well, there's not just limitations. Let's be honest. Someone like me, like a personality, I don't even know what Excel is. Like, people are like, oh, you just do this. You add a column, you add a row. I'm like, I don't even know what a column and a row is. Like, let's talk a little bit more granular in this. Like, Excel doesn't work for me.
It's so true. And like, having a very easy, user-friendly, place where people can go in and just get what they need done and it to work really easily. That was the big thing. So a little over a year ago, I set out to create a solution for a lot of my customers, myself included, to really make everything super easy. So I mean, you can create marketing campaigns, and once you take somebody off your list, you don't have to ever worry about them getting back into your list when you refresh the list.
Yep.
They'll always be kept off, right? The automation works. You'll get notifications, so you don't forget to send out new direct mail or marketing. Like, just solve all those issues.
Well, these are common ones. Like those are the ones. It's like, oh crap, I didn't send my marketing out this week, or oh man, how much time? Or let me tell you this at the beginning, because I'm guilty of this. How much money did you just waste at the beginning stages of real estate because you're like, it was like almost too much work to find the people that had the mail that came back. You would leave it in there. You're like, I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to mail it again. And all of a sudden the same mail is coming back. We found out, like we were shaving, once we had Janet on our team, we were shaving like thousands of dollars of like wasted money because we were just simply mailing it out again and not taking them off the list. Or these are just small little nuances that I know are some of my own problems.
It's huge. There's two things. People, what they do with returned mail, throw it away and keep mailing, like you were just saying, or they'll type everything in, and try to skip trace it, but then they have a new mailing going out next week, but they haven't done their undeliverables, so they'll delay their next week's marketing. That's right. They'll hold off. So now they're not being consistent, which consistency is definitely like the number one most important thing, is just being consistent.
100%. Well, I want to see, and we want to see, what does it look like? Run us through like some of the things that you've been able to create that's allowed you to solve these headaches that every one of us have.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So you're seeing the dashboard right now. This is when you log on to InvestorHub. This is what you're going to see. So you'll see at a very high level, how many leads you have in the system, and super leads. So super leads, we call, when you import data into the system, you can identify whether or not those property addresses are on multiple lists that you already have in the system. Okay. You bring them in, and once they get stacked on top of each other, we call them super leads. So super leads, and what I think the market is calling stacking, right? Like they're on a tax delinquent list, they're on a code violation list, they're on whatever, probate, and they start to notice that, oh my goodness, the same leads on 3 different lists, and so now it's a super lead, is what you call it. Exactly. So and then when you import, so the system does so many different things. It will identify super leads. It'll remove duplicates within the list. It'll remove duplicates within your system. It will scrub against the vacant USPS vacancies. It'll look for absentee owners. It'll look for multiple property owners, so those that own multiple properties. It does all of that just on import. And then again, on a monthly basis, it's scrubbing all of your leads through a monthly vacancy check. So every month you'll see that you'll have new vacancies. And then that's like an automated. So you upload a list into here. It not only knows what ones are super leads, but you're saying it will also go out against USPS and find out which homes are vacant. Yes. Wow. Okay. And then one of the biggest things and unique things about our system is that. One last thing. Wait, hold on. This is like intriguing me real quick, Justin. So does this replace, do you know how people go out there to try and find just a vacant list? And some people have a hard time in their market. Will this also, let's say the ones that are having a hard time in their market, because I'm thinking of just students in general that I have that are like, I can't find this vacant list that you're talking about. Even in those markets, will that do that? Yeah, this is based on USPS. So it's the actual mail carriers that are going around, and they're seeing that people aren't taking their mail in for like weeks on end, or nobody's been there. So they'll flag it as a vacant property, and that information goes back to the USPS, and we have all that data. How hot is that versus like, I'm curious, just stat wise, is that any hotter quality list to you than lists that you've purchased that are called a vacant list? So we're getting it right from I always look at, where are we getting the data? Are they the source? Are they the source of the information? This information right here is directly from the source of the USPS. So this is the data. The one difference is that we're scrubbing against the leads you're already providing to the data. Whereas if you go out and purchase a vacant list, now you're just doing it in the reverse order.
Yeah.
You don't have the leads coming in. You're just specifically placing an order for vacant properties, which you can do in the system as well. If you want to pull just a vacant list, you can do that in the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's where the vacancies are. One of the most exciting things that I really like is this lead quality. So this might not seem like a big deal to many people because so let's face it, most investors are not marketers, right? I mean, it takes a lot of time to get really good at marketing, to understand where you should focus your time.
Hold on one sec. We have some comments going on. Hold for 2 seconds.
Let's go.
I had one that just said the link to the password is password protected. Type in REFF, guys. Sorry about that. So on this, it like you see a link in there. It's password protected. Type in REFF. I should have put in there below that link that is the password, REFF, and you're able to go in there. Sorry, keep going, Justin.
All right. So yeah, lead quality is one of the most important things because when you really think about it, let's say you have, right, I have in my system, I have 20,000 leads.
Okay.
But I have some leads that I know aren't going to be as good quality as other leads, right? My super leads, a lead that's on multiple lead lists, they might be on driving for dollars, absentee, probate, deceased, whatever it is. And then I have another lead that might just be on an equity list. The quality of those two leads is different, much different, right? My super leads is going to be that lead that's on multiple lead lists. That's a much better lead than one that's on just equity list.
That's right.
So that information is hugely valuable because I want to market a lot more and focus my time on those really quality leads versus just everything the same way. So,
and do you suggest when you're saying that, are you saying one that's a super lead, one that's on multiple lists, they're going to get a different marketing campaign or a different marketing cycle that maybe you're going to spend a little bit higher dollar amount marketing versus the ones that are just high equity? Maybe you start with a lower cost effective marketing campaign.
That's exactly how I run my marketing. So instead of spending 100% of my marketing budget evenly across all my leads, I might spend 60% of my budget on my high quality, 30% on my medium quality, 10% on my low quality.
Okay.
So I'll change around the types of marketing, how often I hit them, how many touches, what I send them, all of that based on the lead quality that I've identified.
So like an example, if I did high equity, let's call it in the lower tier, right? High equity, you would maybe start with like a text message service, right? That you'd send out a text and just get the conversation starting. If they start, maybe it moves them up to a medium level that gets a different type of marketing to go behind it. And if they get to the hot, then you can send even more.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly right. And and I'll show you how I built out some marketing campaigns too, just based on those different levels. But that lead quality is so important because, I mean, now you can see that if you're focusing on the hottest leads, your marketing ROI will increase because you're really focusing more of your budget on the most likely people to sell or need to sell.
Yeah.
So this is the dashboard here. If I scroll down, right, I can see all my overdue tasks, anything that's delayed, and then any upcoming tasks in the next 7 days, so I know I need to target them. But even still, you're going to get notifications on any upcoming tasks and overdue tasks. So again, you never forget about a marketing activity because, like when I started out and it was just me, when I got a new project when I got a new property under contract, my focus was on that property. It wasn't looking at the marketing. So I forget about doing it, and then I'd be like, oh shit, I got to go back to my marketing and start sending that out. So it's going to make sure that people don't get into that routine of forgetting about their marketing.
Okay.
So again, I'm really just trying to solve really my issues as an investor because it relates to everyone. Like we could keep on talking about how many times a struggle with me, and you're going to have probably the same exact struggle. So this is kind of the dashboard. Let me just show you the marketing campaigns. So you can see here in the marketing campaigns, right, we have different batches. So can you see that okay? Do you need me to zoom in at all?
Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, let's zoom in.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, here we go. How's that?
That works.
Better? All right, good. So you can see here I have high quality leads, medium quality, and low quality leads. And you can see the different campaigns that I have set up. So my high quality leads where I have handwritten letters followed by a ringless voicemail. And then my marketing campaign, I have a different strategy and so on and so forth, for my low quality leads.
Okay.
The beauty about this and the thing that I really like is, and it's so small, is that if somebody calls off and says, hey, take me off your list, right? And you can see here that I sent out, this was completed, I sent out 3,990 leads. But now over here, you see 3,860 leads, right? That means that I've taken off, a number of, I took off a number of leads and marked them as do not contact.
Okay.
They get removed from all future campaigns or activities that you're sending out.
So that, here's one thing for those listening right now. So many times when we think of profitability, just in general, we're always thinking of, most entrepreneurs are thinking rev in, like how much gross rev, how much rev, how do we keep getting money in. Yeah. And sometimes we forget to think about the money going out.
Yes.
And so profitability is not about just bringing money in, but it's also lowering how much money is going out. And this is one way that Justin's explaining here, that profitability, like how do we increase our profit margin? Well, it's not just doing more deals. It's also looking at how do we cut back on expenses. And this is one simple way that through automation and through technology and through software, it's no longer you trying to do it. It's doing it for you.
Yeah. The goal for this, the ultimate goal for this program is to reduce people's time in lead and marketing management. Give them a very easy, simple way to see everything that they have. Because, if people are sending mail, ringless voicemail, text messaging, that's 3 different platforms that they're likely on.
Yeah.
That's 3 different platforms they have to manage and figure out how everything works together.
Yep.
I wanted to provide that easy solution for them. So it's reducing their time and increasing their marketing ROI for just what you said, increasing profitability and reducing expenses.
That's right.
Give them a better return. That was the absolute goal of this software.
What about like when you were talking about you get back all the return mail?
Yeah.
How does that work? Is that something that is an easy process that you're like, I get this return mail and I need to remove them from this list? Is that an easy process? Is it hard? Is it complicated? Or is it no? It's pretty self-explanatory. Or is that part of this?
Yeah. So there's 2 ways that you can do it just with this service. So if we shoot over here to the leads page, we come into the leads page and you can do a search for their name, but if you just click on their name and say remove lead, either undeliverable, do not contact, whatever it is, it's going to shoot this lead from the leads page to the removed leads page.
Okay.
Right. So your leads page is your active leads, the people that you're actively marketing to.
Yep.
The removed leads page is anybody that you still want in the system, right? Because if you refresh your list, you don't want them to get back into your marketing. But now they're over here as removed leads. So if everybody's here for, do not contact undeliverable, now what I can do is I can say, all right, show me all of the profit people with the status is undeliverable. And I'm going to do a little search and I have 85 people. Now I can say select all, update undeliverables. This is going to, once I click on order, it's going to scrub all those people for new mailing addresses.
Wow.
And then it's going to, if it finds new mailing addresses, what it will do is it will automatically shoot them back into your leads page. So you don't have
the new address. So it already knows this address was undeliverable. You send it out and you said 85, for example, 85 people, you get new address in, and then from there, it automatically puts them back in the list and tries to hit that new address.
Yep. Not only does it put them back in the leads list, it adds them back to your future marketing campaign. So now you don't have to do anything. They're back in there.
Wow. Okay.
And then you can see here, right, the address, the mailing address is here. What it does, it doesn't delete the old address because you want to keep that address, right? We have a history tab. And down here, you can see the different undeliverable mailing addresses that you have. So you always have the data there. And if it comes back returned again, you can skip trace again, and it won't push the same address twice. It'll always look for a new address for you. So it's like, it's pretty slick on how
I'm laughing because of how many years I wish you would have started this.
Yeah, I wish I got it done sooner. There is another way to take off your undeliverable mail.
Okay.
And outside of this platform that we're getting ready to push that out at the end of the month.
Yep.
Which you can actually scan the barcode of your mail, and it automatically comes into here and pushes them out of your active leads into the removed leads.
Wait. Hold on. Like, is it something I have to have though? Like, is it like I have to have a product that like swipes it, or
No.
what do you mean like removes it? How would that even work?
Let me see if I can get there from here. So I'll show you. Let's see if I have. Yeah, here we go. All right, so let me grab a couple pieces of mail and I'll show you exactly how it works.
Dude, I love this already. Keep going. All right, guys, he's going to grab a couple pieces of mail. What he's saying is when you get that undeliverable, you can click it undeliverable within that software, the InvestorHub software. Or he's saying here in the near future, there's more of an automated way of doing it. And I'm curious to see what it is.
Yeah, so when you have, so you have your mail piece here.
Okay.
See that?
Get the freak out of town. That's just like a normal camera on your computer?
Yeah, just your webcam, right? It's just on my Mac computer. So you're scanning all these return mail pieces.
Yeah.
This one I have set up. I don't have the InvestorHub set up, but once you have InvestorHub, there's another button here, right down below. So I can download this as a CSV file, and all of my undeliverables will be there with property address, mailing address, person's name. Or you can push it to OLM InvestorHub, which will come over to InvestorHub, search for the property address. If the address is in the system, it's going to take it out of the leads page, push it into the remove leads page. If it's not in the system, it'll create a new lead and push it into remove leads page. So again, all that you have to do is just search for the undeliverables, and then you can skip trace them in like 2 minutes.
Take my money now, Justin. Take it. Take my money. What do you want?
So yeah, that right there, I'm like so excited about. We've been using it for the last couple of weeks in my own business. Man, it saves so much time.
That's crazy.
So much time.
I'm just laughing because I'm looking at my process and I look like a caveman now. Like I whenever I think I'm on like cutting edge, I meet someone like you and I get shut down a little bit. I'm like, son of a gun, I'm not cutting edge anymore. I feel like I'm caveman. This is awesome. So that's a process. You're saying that's a service that is not open to public, but it will be in the near future.
Yeah, either between the middle to the end of the month, it'll be ready, because we just pushed out OLM InvestorHub. We want to focus on this, and then it's already working. It's already set up and ready to go. This service will only work for people that go through like open letter marketing for their direct mail. And the reason why is because the barcode, anytime somebody uses our service, we basically have an alphanumeric digit behind this that we need to capture. We can't just use anybody's mail piece. So
here's a great question. This system is only for direct mail. Yes, this is what he's talking about. It's for the direct mail. So I also want to put a plug out for Open Letter. So we switched over to Open Letter to start testing it and see what it'd look like, feel like, sound like, but also to have more of this automation, this process to yank out some of the headaches that we've always had, but we've just lived with them because we've never known anything else. And so great question. This is for direct mail. And he makes a good point here is these services start to talk to each other if you're using them for the direct mail as well. But here's the cool thing, guys, for each one of you on here, Justin agreed to do awesome pricing and take care of the tribe and take care of my people. And so that's that link up above. If you ever need to switch over to those services, know that link's there. And then I put the password now across the screen because I forgot to put that on there. But the password is just simply REFF. And you'll see the services. That's a portal directly made for the tribe. Mm-hmm. And Justin and his team graciously made that for the tribe, so they could make it a one-stop easy shop of all the process in there, of all the different direct mail campaigns, the Investor Hub that we're really talking about, and how he just launched this. That was just yesterday.
That was yesterday. Yeah.
What an incredible software that allows you to do so. I should say that frees up so much your time to get out there and just start doing deals, and this takes care of it. We've been now using this and going through some of these as he's made little changes and things to the process. We've been going through it and kind of loving this whole thing. And Janet, my operations manager, if there's anything that excites her more than anything in life, it's not pay, it's not a raise. It's like, show me automation, show me a new thing that takes like a headache away, that gains us more time. And this has been it. So I freaking love this. And Justin has set it up to where everyone in the tribe gets amazing pricing, gets taken care of. And it's right here in our own little portal too, so that it can be taken care of.
Yeah, and I should mention, so right now it launched yesterday. We're opening the launch period for a week, just to let everybody know. After the launch happens, we want to get on 100 users from yesterday to next week.
Okay.
I think we're going to hit that pretty soon, in the next couple of days or so.
Yep.
But the goal is to get 100 people on, really focus on user experience, make sure everything, if they have any questions, and make sure everything's very easy. Again, one of the biggest goals was to make this easy for everyone. So we want to make sure that it works well for everyone. They understand how to use it. So after the launch happens, we're shutting down signups until probably about a month and a half, until everything's fully optimized. And then we're going to really push it out. So if people sign up, not to kind of throw that out there, but if people sign up, like, it's 75% off. It's crazy for the first 6 months. So I want to make it a no-brainer for people, because I know how valuable this is. I don't want it to be about price. So it's crazy low.
A side note, Abraham, cost when it comes to direct mail, he also beat what we were currently using. So he's done something to really wow all of us, which has been awesome. And by the way, grateful for. That's been huge, Justin. Just talking to you and seeing how much you're willing to serve my community, my tribe. That I'm grateful for that. That's been awesome. So Abraham, if that answers your question, the direct mail cost is also he's been able to get that price to exactly what we needed it to be at for the tribe.
And my big thing too, like I want to provide you guys with value, right? If you have questions, strategy questions, whatever it is. That's where, like, I always talk to my sales and marketing people. They know what I do in my business. So we know when you send out a direct mail piece, when people ask, how long after do I send out a ringless voicemail? We can tell them how long, what to say in the ringless voicemail. What time to send it gets a better response. Like, we understand why and how it works because we're doing it.
That's what I love. What I love. It's no longer just a mail house, third-party mail house. This is 100% an investor working it in the trenches as well. Like, he is an investor, so he knows what's working, and he's bringing that data, he's bringing that knowledge to us at the tribe. And one thing I just wanted to press on real quick is the software we've been using it's incredible. Janet's like smiling from ear to ear. But the other thing is, like he said, he's only going to take on the first 100 users. And I'm assuming between the next couple of days, that'll be done. And then he'll shut it off for about a month and a half because Justin cares about his people. He cares about his clients to make sure that they're having an incredible amount. So he doesn't just want to flood the gates with 500 users. Now he really wants to make the 100 go through. And he's already been doing this, by the way. This is not like a beta testing. Beta testing's done. This is now just making customer experience, make sure he has everything dialed in. And I respect that. I respect people that are willing to serve and love their clients to make sure they have a great experience and then open it up to more. So if you're looking to remove some of that headache, guys, for the next couple days, you could just go in. Can they go in through this portal that's up above that I have in the link and then enter in that password REFF?
Yep, they can go through that portal and they'll get all the different products and services that we have, and OLM InvestorHub is in there.
And you can learn, by the way, guys, you can go in that portal and just start learning in general. You'll see all the different mail pieces. You can see how slick it is. Instead of emailing a company and getting an email back, you just upload the list. When I say easy, you literally upload the list, do a drop down that says batch mailing, and then you drop down and say, how often do you want it to go out? Every week, because you guys know me, it's not every 2 weeks, it's not every 3 weeks, even though those are options. Never. Marketing goes out weekly, so every single week, and then you just submit. It's that easy. It is the easiest, slickest software. And so for those that are looking to take some of the headache out and some of that pain out, go learn about it and go click around in there. Again, the link's up above, but also look at you got to type in a password. Forgive me for not adding in there. So the password's REFF. But Justin, take it away.
So once they log into your portal, they'll see all the services and everything like that. And we really put all of the, the best products that are working the best for, people around the country and myself. Yeah. Because again, I test stuff and it's the stuff that I'm testing that hasn't even come to market yet that I'm like excited to share with you guys and show you, because we're always testing new things, because I always want to be a step ahead of my competition. Sure. And it excites me when I get there. Yeah. So whether that's different lead lists that I purchase or different mail pieces, I mean, I love this stuff. I can talk about it all day, so I love sharing it.
Well, is there anything else you'd want them to know besides just get in there, play around in the portal? InvestorHub, it is said, it should just say OLM InvestorHub, and that's the one they click on, right? Yes. Yes. And guys, that's just opened up for a short time for the next couple days. He's only looking for 100 users. So if you're looking to be part of that first 100 and get in there and relieve your headaches so you don't have to take Advil anymore, you just realize that it has always been marketing management that has added that stress and that pressure to your brain, then head on over there. Incredible product. We're using it ourselves. And I'm grateful that you would jump on with us and share this. And I don't know if you have any more to share or if you feel like that was it, but I want to know this.
I mean, there's so many more things to the system. I mean, I could go in so many more different areas. I mean, you can do fulfillment right in here. You can purchase lead lists. You can purchase direct mail right from here. Yep. Skip tracing, scrubbing undeliverables, DNC and litigators list. I mean, there's tons of stuff that you can do in addition to what we just went over.
Guys, I think this suffices to say that this does take off even more than what he's saying, but already just the 2, 3, 4 points that he's pointing out is already enough to go take a look at it and go invest some time into looking into this. And then ultimately, like he said, skip tracing. It's really like it's turned into this one-stop shop for us at Utah Sell now, like for my wholesale brand. It's turned into a one-stop shop. Our skip tracing, our direct mail, our lead management, CRM, all of this stuff is right here in this portal that you can learn more about. And I'm grateful, Justin, that you'd be on here to share some time with my people, with my tribe. And guys, I hope this has been good. If so, I want you to hit that heart button, hit that like button, because Justin took a lot of time out of his day to do this when yesterday he just launched this. I'm sure there's more important things he could be doing, and I'm sure there's other things that are pulling at his time right now. So Justin, thank you so much for being on here.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Okay, guys, head on over. Again, that link is up above. In fact, I'm going to post it on there real quick again. So right here, go over to www.openlettermarketing.com/ref. And once you do that, it's going to ask for a password. The password is REFF. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. You'll go into here, click on the link, that link up above. Once it goes in, it'll ask for the password. Here it is. Go learn more, go play around. And if you're ready to take the headache out of managing your marketing, click on that InvestorHub, because the first 100 are going to be put into this first group, and then he shuts it down for about a month and a half. So now's the time to act. Imperfect action. Changing life is all about taking fast action. And so this is the time to go in there and just act. Love you guys. Hope this has been a blessing to you guys. Hopefully this has been a relief like it was for me when Justin called me. And again, Justin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Cody.
All right. Take care,
All right.
guys.